What's up guys, Jeff with Top Star Mobile Detailing, Las Vegas. In today's video, we have about a $2,000 day lined up. We're gonna be doing a ceramic coating on a Genesis G70 as well as an interior detail. We have two other vehicles at another client's house and then subcontracting out two full-size trucks to one of my guys. We are gonna be reviewing a product today. That product is our friends over at Cerakote sent us the professional ceramic paint coating. So this is what we're going to be applying to the vehicle. First time using this product. I'm excited to try it out. Let's dive in. We recently just made a full video on ceramic coating, so we're not going to get too detailed into the actual process of how to ceramic coat. If that's something that you're interested in, go back and watch that video. It's titled Ceramic Process, Full Process. We're going to start off by strip washing the vehicle. We're going to do an iron decon, clay bar treatment, basically prep the vehicle before we apply the ceramic coating. It's a beautiful day out here today. It's probably in the high 70s, low 80s, so not too hot. We got a little breeze. We're gonna do all the prep work here in the driveway, and then we're gonna move the vehicle into the garage to apply the actual coating.
What are you doing, Jeff?
Just getting a quick pump.
Okay. What are you lifting?
Yeah, we got the 5-gallon buckets. Tidy cat. Yeah, getting it in whenever we can. Not gonna probably make it to the gym today with all the details, so just get enough to get a little pump going.
Gotcha. That sounds fun, man.
Oh wait, we could get in some shrugs too. These are a little light for shrugs though.
It's all about the form, bro.
Yep. Okay, so we just prepped the whole vehicle, wiped everything down with the panel prep, so it's all nice and clean. We stripped down any of the residue that may have been left over from the paint enhancement / paint correction. We're about to apply the Cerakote Professional Ceramic Paint Coating. We're gonna give this a little shake here. Mix it around. And I don't think it really matters. The applicator looks about the same. So we're just gonna go with the orange side here. And we're just gonna split this down the middle.
Now, Jeff, do you know how this product flashes specifically?
No, do you?
Yeah, it sweats.
Okay.
So kind of just like the Evo Synchro that we use typically.
Yeah.
This product sweats, so that's how you know to wipe it.
Gotcha. I was wondering if it was going to rainbow.
No.
Or if it was gonna sweat.
Yeah, it's a sweater.
It's a sweaty.
You guys drop in the comments below, how do you apply your ceramic coatings? Do you do like circular motions? Do you stick to the crosshatch? I've seen a lot of different people do different methods. Drop it in the comments what you guys do.
So Quorum, what happened to your legs?
You know, guys, detailing is hard. It's really taxing on the body. I woke up this morning and couldn't feel my legs from yesterday, so we stopped and got me a walker this morning just to kind of help me out throughout the day. So
hey man, you got to do what you got to do to keep going.
No, you do.
You know, the show must go on.
Yep, it's tough, but we're gonna get it done one way or another. So
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
All right, looks like it's starting to sweat now. So we're going to level it. Again, we're just lightly wiping it. The goal is not to wipe it off the panels. It's just to spread it around and make it level.
Right.
So there's no streaks, no high spots. It's actually really like a silky, smooth feel to it. You can definitely feel how it glides really easily.
And then again, Jeff, you've never had a problem with high spots, right?
I haven't had any problems with high spots on any of the vehicles that I've done.
Okay.
But I'm always really cautious to just make sure that it's leveled and I don't leave it on there too long.
Right. Yeah, this
It really just comes down to sticking to the process, paying attention to what you're doing. not putting too much product on and not letting it sit for too long.
Right.
And if you follow those steps, I mean, nothing should really go wrong with it.
Okay, so let's do the rest of the car, and we'll update.
It's a big difference. I can tell, like, from where I did to where it stops there. It's like putting the brake on almost. You know, it's very slick.
So Jeff, we just split the car in half, and we each did, you know, half the car with the ceramic coating. Let's get each other's feedback, and you go first, okay?
Yeah. You want to do it like a 1 to 10 type thing?
Sure.
Okay. So I would say, for ease of use to apply, we'll say 10's the best, right?
Yeah.
10's the best. I would say it's a 10. It was super easy to put on. What would you say on that?
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Okay.
I think that it was super easy. The only learning curve that I had was figuring out how the product actually flashes.
It's not too hard to figure out. Like, we just looked at it. Some products sweat, some products leave like a rainbow effect.
Right.
This one has a sweat effect to it. After about, what would you say, like 30 seconds to a minute?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, at least out here in this condition.
Yeah, in these conditions, you know, we're in a garage. It's very dry in Vegas. Temperature-wise now, it's in the mid-80s. I would say it takes about 30 seconds to a minute for it to start to sweat before you level it. But it's very easy to work with. So, I mean, compared to the other products that I've used, I'd give it a 10 for ease of use. It's super easy. I think pretty much anyone, even like a do-it-yourself or a beginner, could use this product.
Wow, yeah.
Next category would be like slickness.
Yeah.
It's extremely slick. Probably one of the slickest coatings that I've felt, as far as just how, like, after you apply it, the towel glides on. I'd say probably a 10 on that, like, in comparison to a lot of the other ones that I've used. When you drag the towel across an area that's applied, it slides super easy. When you get to that spot that hasn't been coated yet, it's like putting the brake on it, like just stops, you know?
Yeah.
So it's slick. It's definitely a very slick coating. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's great, man. I had a fun time applying it. It wasn't hard. For slickness, I'll give it a 10, man. I liked it. It was super slick. What about glossy?
Gloss factor?
Yeah.
I'd say probably like a 9.5 to, I hate to keep saying 10, but it's really glossy. I don't know if you can see in the garage here with the lighting, but I mean, it looks wet. Like, if you can see it here, like, I'll get out of the shadow for a second. It's like a drippy wet look for sure. It's definitely ultra glossy. What do you think?
I completely agree. I'm gonna give it a 10 on gloss. It's probably one of the most glossy coatings I've used.
Yeah.
For the time. So, like, typically after 48 hours, the car will get even more glossy once it cures, but this is like curing really fast, so.
Yeah, so they said the cure time on this before you can get it wet is what, 24 hours?
24 hours, yeah, which is like really
it's pretty short, yeah. I mean, I know most ceramic coatings, I think you can get them wet within a day or two, but you can't wash them for at least 10 days out for the full cure time. We'll come back. The only thing that we can't really comment on yet is the hydrophobics, because we can't apply water to it just yet, but we'll do a follow-up on that later. We'll come back. My ceramic coating packages always include a follow-up detail 2 weeks out, just to come back, make sure that it's performing the way that it's supposed to be as part of the package. So we will do a follow-up on that and just throw it into one of the other videos at some point. But judging by everything else, I would say the hydrophobics on it's probably going to be comparable to everything else. In my opinion, it's a great coating, you know. And like I said, we're not being paid to use this product or anything like that. Cerakote did send us the samples to try out. It's something that I've been wanting to try out and review. And I have to say, it's a great product. I would definitely use this in my business. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever tried the Cerakote product? Is it something that you've used before? What are the results that you've got with it? You got anything else you want to add, Corum?
Just about the time. So I think they quote it's good for 500 washes, so they don't give an actual like time, like 2 to 3 year coating.
I think the reason on that too, and I kind of stand behind their reasoning on it, is it's really tough to tell because some people are going to keep it in a garage like this. Some people are going to keep it in a driveway.
Right.
Some people are going to run them through car washes. So it really depends on how the vehicle's maintained, the weather conditions, where you live. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into it. So it can be really hard, I think, to put an exact timeline on how long something's going to last. But it seems like a really good product. If the durability is anything like the rest of the things that we talked about, I would say it's probably going to be a really high quality on the durability. Cerakote is known for coatings, not just specifically for vehicle, but they're a coating company. They make products to coat pretty much everything out there. I think like guns and machinery and all kinds of stuff. So they are definitely experienced when it comes to coating and different materials. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. We'll drop a link below for it and let us know what you think.
Yep, let us know.
Okay, so we're here at the second location. We're going to be doing a Tesla X. We were actually going to be doing 2 vehicles at this one. We had a Range Rover lined up as well, but they had to take one of the vehicles to run some errands today, so we're just going to be doing the one. I'm actually kind of glad because me and Quorum are pretty wore out. We've been going pretty hard this week with like 5 cars a day, just back to back to back. So we're going to knock this one out. We'll be done for the day. I've got my man Eddie doing 2 full truck details today that are subcontracted out, and then that's going to wrap up the day for us.
Hey, Big Jeff, what happened with that Porsche key fob, man? Tell them the story.
Yeah, so I got a text this morning from a client that I did about a year ago where I was working on this old Porsche. It was like 30 years old and everything was a little bit kind of loose on it where it just felt like, you know, stuff could break really easy. I had moved the vehicle back a little bit in the driveway so I could get closer with the hoses and everything. And then later when it was done, I went to move it back in the original spot. And when I put the key fob in, I went to turn the key and the key just basically like snapped in half and crumbled.
Damn.
And it was his only key that he had for the vehicle, right? So it wouldn't start later because the fob wasn't intact, so the vehicle wouldn't start. Had to get the key replaced, but the key itself was like close to $400, and then Porsche has to program the key, which is like another $300. So at the time, you know, I had insurance at the time, and I was looking to go through potentially my insurance as an insurance claim. After going back and forth with them a bit on it, I realized that my deductible was $1,000 deductible, so it just wasn't going to work out with the insurance claim. I told him that I would pay for it out of my pocket, you know, even though I felt like it really wasn't my fault. It was like an old key that was like not in good shape. Let me know what you guys think on that. Would you eat the cost on it? Would you just tell the customer like, sorry, this thing was about to break anyway? I was, you know, semi-new to the business back then, and I was really concerned about my reputation, the reviews, so I really just was like, hey, let me just take care of it for you. A few weeks went by, he never really followed up on it. A couple months went by, he never really followed up on it, and then I never heard from him again. Until this morning, like literally like a year later, he reached back out to me and he was like, oh, do you remember like last year, you know, you said you were gonna replace my key for me. He's like, you know, could you come over instead and like detail the car free of charge, you know, and we'll call it a wash for the key. So, you know, let me know your thoughts on that, guys. What would you do in that scenario? I just said, hey, you know, I'm a man of my word. I'll come back. I'll do the car for free for you. And, you know, hopefully moving forward, I can keep him on as a client, maybe, you know, get a good review out of it. So curious to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below. Originally, we intended to do a little bit more filming today. Our camera's about to run out, so we're gonna have to wrap it up. But we did want to give a shout out to Cerakote, say thank you for sending us the products. We're really impressed with the way that the rapid ceramic coating works on there. We'll definitely be using that again in the future. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out and you want to check it out, we'll have a link below for you. If you guys are getting value out of these videos, please do us a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us grow the channel. Show your support. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.